cast for Ram Lakhan. Eventually, I think I will be playing Ram and Rohit will be playing Lakhan.
Manish, please say your thoughts also.
Well, I think when a professional gets an award like this, it's of course about first their work, I would think. You know, their work has to be what you are being awarded for. So I think my work has been glamorous. I think in my mind, glamour, style, fashion, it's all very related. And, you know, you don't necessarily have to be fashionable, but you could be very stylish. And the way you carry even a simple cotton shirt could be really glamorous. You know, so that's what I think. So and I think that what's great here is that Filmfare, being a film magazine in the last few years, has really, you know, in fact, earlier I used to make fun of Jitesh. I said, oh, so much of fashion. But today, when I saw this in the flight while coming from Dubai, and I've been noticing that so many people are looking, who love movies, look at Filmfare for what fashion and style can be. So I think them to take that step further and expand their spectrum, I think it's great. And somewhere we all need to do that. And I think that's really brilliant. And I felt very good getting the award. You always feel good getting the awards, and the next day you move on and you start working. But of course, this was special because it was the first. So I'm very happy to win the first Glamour Style Awards by Filmfare.
Okay, Karan sir, please allow me to ask. Yeah. Karan sir, please allow me to ask that what's your current status of the most awaited project, two of your projects, Ram Lakhan and Shuddhi, please?
They're both awaited by us also. We are also awaiting it. Shuddhi should we definitely go on the floors very soon. The pre-production on that film is a tumultuous task because it's a very widespread film with a large scale, so it needs a lot of time. And Karan Malhotra, the film, is releasing Brothers in August, so he'll get into it right after that. Ram Lakhan should start early 2016. Rohit Shetty is all set. As soon as he finishes his already announced film Dilwale, we will, in the next 2 months, announce the cast. And just to go on record and say the film has not been cast, because every morning I open some newspaper or read some online news that suggests a new cast for Ram Lakhan. Eventually, I think I will be playing Ram and Rohit will be playing Lakhan, because that's the way it's going. Every day there's a new information about that film. So I always say, till we go on record, till Rohit and I don't go on record, that film hasn't been cast. But it's all set to start 2016, early 2016.
But Karan, I think the best thing about Shuddhi and Ram Lakhan is that they haven't even been casted, but they are the most written about films, I think, in the last 1 year.
Yeah, well.
And the most awaited.
Yeah. Well, there's only that much. I think we can pull it off till we better get on the floors and release it finally.
All right, Karan, right here.
Yeah.
Straight. Right,
Yeah.
Talking about style and glamour, obviously your look in Bombay Velvet has been, you know, everybody has been talking about it. It's extremely smart. So who really styled you, and tell us more about it? What really went into putting it on?
I had nothing to do with the styling of that film. I had nothing to do with that film at all, actually. I just reported as an actor and I forgot that I was a filmmaker or had any perception or any point of view. It was styled by Niharika. And it was conceptualized by Anurag in tandem with Niharika. They wanted me to look very different for myself, and it's also a film based in the 60s, so it had to have a certain retro element in its styling. But the character is partially flamboyant, so there is a certain usage of color and within which I don't normally wear. I wear a lot of black, and I've worn all kinds of colors, and I just kept my mouth shut because I felt as an actor I can't have a perspective. I have to follow the vision of the filmmaker because that's what I want out of actors myself. So if I start throwing my own tantrum on the side, it won't go. And Anurag is something you can't throw a tantrum with because he has a very clear vision. I'm really nervous about it because it's my first foray into film acting, and I'm just really stressed out about how it's going to be accepted when it's out.
All right, okay, thank you.
Okay, I have to butt here and say Karan plays this lean mean machine, so that's your scoop. And those who have sneak peeked it say they couldn't believe that Karan could have played mean with so much aplomb. So he's really mean.
I'm not mean. Like when somebody asks me like, oh, you're playing a villain, and I have to like correct them and say, I'm not like Mogambo or anything like that. Like, you know, it's like, it's not that kind of villain. It's a little bit of it's a grey character which ventures into the black once in a while. But that's Anurag's film, so everybody's doing the same actually in this film.
Right. Karan, since you are a filmmaker, there's a question I have to ask you. Recently, the CBFC, another film called Unfreedom, has been banned by the CBFC, saying it's got too much of homosexual content and it can't really, go on the big screen. So, as a filmmaker, do you think banning is an option, or like, is it justified?
I don't think banning anything is something that I endorse. I also feel we've been in very detailed and very productive talks with the authorities to be on censorship. I do believe very strongly there should be certification, not censorship. And it's something that I actually have been trying to suggest for a while. Just like the British Film Board of certification has like a 12, a PG, a 15 and 18. We all hope that perhaps we can, and the right people are handling the situation, so I wouldn't want to comment while the process is still on. I just have to say that the industry, the fraternity have come together to kind of resolve the crisis that seems to surround this particular issue. And I hope very soon that we will have an amicable solution to it all.